This program is offered by
Dear friends of TrueHunters.tv, welcome back to our special hunting field test dedicated to one of the most interesting line of lead-free commercial cartridge on the market today, the brand new Baschieri Pellagri Dual Shock. This is a high technology line of lead-free cartridges that offers some special innovation to the concept that do not only concern its mere ecological aspect, but chiefly its practical advantage in terms of superior exterior and terminal ballistic performance. As a matter of fact, the development and the production of lead-free cartridges represents one of the most difficult challenges of the last 2 decades, mainly because it is by now evident that to combine the ecological needs to the hunting ethics and to the demand for the required ballistic performance at least equal to those about the lead, it's very hard to put in real practice. And if you add to these statements the economic and commercial needs to obtain an affordable product, you realize how harder it becomes the whole thing. For its new Dual Shock cartridge line, Baschieri Pellagri has decided to follow the way of the copper as basic material for the construction of its pellets. Plus, the Italian manufacturer has added to these cartridges some specific features and technical solutions, such as a different density and size of the pellets, a different disposal of the pellets in 2 layers inside the cartridge, a new specific wad for a total protection of the pellets, and above all, a faster speed at the muzzle. Introduced into the market since a few months now, the Dual Shock line actually includes 3 different loads, all for the 12 gauge. 2 of them have a 2 3/4 shell case with a different weight of pellets, 1 1/8 ounces and 1 1/5 ounces respectively, while one has a Magnum 3 inches shell case with 1 1/4 ounces of pellets. The standard load with 1 1/8 ounces of pellet is recommended for small ducks and wetlands bird species, pheasant and wood pigeon. It is propelled with Mg2 powder and assembled with a double layer of pure copper pellet number 6 and copper zinc plated pellets number 4, so is the optimal alternative to lead shot number 6. I have already tested this cartridge on wood pigeon and feral pigeon in the United Kingdom and in Argentina, in some places where lead cartridges are strictly forbidden due to the presence of wetlands. You can watch my video test free of charge on our web TV channel www.truehunters.tv. The other standard load with 1 1/5 ounces of pellet is recommended for larger ducks, hare, pheasant and small geese. It is propelled with Mg2 powder and assembled with a double layer of pure copper pellets number 3 and copper zinc plated pellets number 5. So it is the optimal alternative to lead the shots number 5. Then there is the 12 gauge Magnum load with 1 1/4 ounces of pellets that is recommended for large ducks and small and large geese. It is propelled with M92S powder and assembled with a double layer of pure copper pellets number 3 and copper zinc plated pellets number 5. So This is an optimal alternative to lead shot number 5. This is the load I'm going to field test here in Italy in combination with the Browning A5 Camo Super Magnum shotgun, a well-suited arm for this kind of cartridge and hunting scenery. Obviously, all 3 loads can be shot exclusively on barrel and chokes, especially made for steel shot loads with no limits on choke size. Helped with our graphics support, now let's go into the full details of these cartridges in order to discover their innovation level and their practical advantage on the hunting fields. First of all, Baschieri Pellagri has decided to develop a new line of lead-free cartridges around the pure copper and zinc-plated copper material for their pellets due to their optimal features in terms of hardness, density, and plastic deformability. The double layer of 2 different sizes of pellets, the front one of bigger pure copper pellets and the rear one of smaller zinc-plated copper pellets, has been devised because at the shot the layer of front bigger pellets drags forward the layer of rear smaller pellets, offering more consistent patterns at longer distances with a superior number of pellets inside the bullseye. Copper has a density equal to 9 grams per cubic centimeter. This not only means a 15% of more weight if compared with the steel pellets, but more kinetic energy at longer distances. The difference in terms of cubic density between copper pellets and lead pellets is 2 points, 9 for the copper and 11 for the lead, but this gap is counterbalanced by the dual shock with an increased muzzle velocity and by the superior hardness of the coppers versus the lead. More, the 9 grams cubic centimeter density of the copper offers a lower level of deformation and more penetration of the pellets. With reference to this subject, helped with our graphics, we can note as the capacity of deformation per diameter of the copper pellet is around 26.7%, while the same capacity by the lead is 50% and the steel is just 13.6%. These numbers mean that copper offers a better balance of penetration and energy release on game versus lead and steel. That is why Baschieri Pellagri has prepared 3 different loads with a muzzle velocity of 1,440 FPS for the standard 12 gauge with 1 1/8 ounces of pellets, 1,380 FPS for the standard 12 gauge with 1 1/5 ounces of pellets, and 1,440 FPS for the Magnum load with 1 1/4 ounces of pellets. The Italian manufacturer has also developed a brand new larger protection wad. The head brass is 20 mm long and has a star crimping system. As mentioned, for my second test on the field, I have decided to hunt for ducks in Italy with the Dual Shock Magnum cartridges. So now let's go together on the hunting fields. Finally, I'm in the right field to test this new Baschieri Pellagri Dual Shock Magnum 36 grams with my A5 Camo Infinity shotgun. I have chosen one of the best places available here in Tuscany. I am in the nearby of Florence in a place called Fucecchio. The Padule of Fucecchio is a very astonishing wetland where we normally hunt a lot of species of aquatics and especially ducks and common cooked. I normally here in this season, we are in January, we have mallards and teals and obviously common coots. So we will concentrate our test on these three species, which are very abundant in this season here. The most important thing is to test the ballistic, terminal, and external of this new lead-free ammunition. Okay, I will be supported by the friend of mine, Mauro, who is a master here, because I want to verify and collect also their impression, which are the most important for the test. Okay, let's go hunting now. A long test, but very positive. This Magnum cartridge has meet my expectation, especially combined with the Browning A5 Camo Infinity, which is a super Magnum chambered, but it performed very well on Magnum cartridges. I must thank my friend Mauro, who assisted me in this long test. He doesn't speak English, so I just report you his impressions about these new cartridges. And the question is that a cartridge like this was very satisfied, especially on long distance shots, which are the norm here in the palude of Fucecchio, especially when you hunt for common coots and mallards. So I think that this time Baschieri Pellagri has achieved his goals to make an affordable and very effective cartridges for a lead-free cartridge for this kind of hunting, which is very, very difficult and very demanding. Okay, now the hunting field test is finished. I wish you my best and see you again on cacciatoriveri.tv and truehunters.tv.
This program was offered by